Hello, everybody. Good evening. I'm so sorry I am showing up late. I had a meeting that clashed with this class. How are you
Okay.
all doing?
Good evening.
Good evening, Musumi. You're welcome.
Evening. Funmilayo. At work. I hope you all are doing really good. And yeah, thank you so much for understanding with me last week. That was, yes, on Tuesday. Thank you so much. I think I feel better a bit, but I can go a longer I can go for a longer round this time around. So thank you so much. So last week we talked about go-to market strategy. Oh, cannot see my screen. Okay. People see my screen. I was looking blank. Okay. Okay. We spoke about go-to-market strategy last week. Can anybody still recall what we spoke about? I'm not trying to show you the answer. I just want to see the table of contents. What did we talk about? Go-to-market strategy. Hmm. You would not remember. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ata.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma. Go-to-market strategy is a structured plan that defines how a company will introduce, market, and sell a product to a target audience.
Yeah, also. That's it. So today we'll be talking about identifying target market, and yeah, if you remember last week, I kept on saying that in our previous notes, it is more detailed, and that's why I try not to give in too much information, because if I give in too much information, to be more like I am repeating the same thing. So identifying target markets. Of course, when you want to sell your products, you know that you need to have a specific people you want to sell to. You will not just sell to everybody, right? You don't. Somebody used to say this thing like my first product management class session I had this tutor that said, if you are a product manager and you target your product for everybody, then you're not even ready to sell. You're not going to make profit for that business. And at first, I did not agree with him. In my head, I was thinking, but I thought all these products we use, everybody, it's not everybody that they make it for. But with time, I got to understand that you see this thing called products. You need to make sure, like, you need to define who you want to sell to, and don't target your product for everybody. Once you start to target your product for everybody, then you're ready to fail. It is not just software products, even to your small business you are doing. Maybe you're selling perfumes or you're selling clothes. You need to define who you want to sell your product for. Is it people that are going to school, or is it working class people? So that way you can be able to come up with strategies that align with those your target market. So what did I say a target market is here? I say a target market is a specific group of consumer most likely to buy your product. It can be defined based on their characteristics like demographics, physiographics, behavior, and genographics location. So you want to sell clothes. You need to define who will buy your clothes. Is it students you want to buy your clothes, or people that are working, or is it even baby clothes you are selling? Maybe it's mommies, like parents now. that will buy the clothes for their kids. You need to be able to define those people. You need to know if it's for students, for example. Now you need to be able to know a student's pain point when it comes to buying clothes. You need to know a student's interest when it comes in buying clothes. You need to know how they behave when they want to buy clothes. And so I came up with the steps to identifying your target market, because in as much as you understand that you have to sell to a particular group of people, you also need to know how to identify your target market. You need to understand the specific group of consumers you want to buy your product. So the first thing you want to do is to define your product purpose. What problem does your product solve? Who would benefit from it? What needs or desire does it fulfill? You need to be able to define that as a product manager for any software product you are managing. It's funny, but honestly, some people don't. Some product managers, they are in a team and they don't even know what their product is solving. It's funny, but it is true. So, as a product manager, you need to be able to define what problem is your product solving. Who is going to benefit from your product? You that are selling clothes for a student now, you will know that it's a student that will benefit from it, and not a banker that will benefit from it. And what are the needs or desire it fulfills? You need to also know all of those information. So once you've been able to define your product purpose, you need to conduct a market research. We still come back to market research. Research. As a product manager, you should never be tired of making research. So you can conduct primary research, you can conduct secondary research, and you can also do a user persona, right? So once you have conducted your primary research, which could be surveys, focus group, usability testing, that's for software products. Now you want to see how people are using your product, or you decide to run a secondary research, which is looking into the industry reports, doing a social media trend, what is happening on social media, what style are people picking now from social media, right? And then look into what your competitors are doing. If you've been able to do these two research, which is your primary research and your secondary research, then you can now create a persona, create a profile for your ID customer. You can have maybe 3 to 4 personas. That's okay. You don't have to have plenty. If you have 1,000, all those people that have WhatsApp that has up to millions of users, not like they have millions persona. No, they just have like maybe 4 to 5 personas, right? Because whatever those 4 to 5 personas that they create, it's whatever 4 to 5 personas user personas they create, it's relates to the remaining people, which is what target market, their target audience. So once you have done your primary research, you've done your secondary research, then you can now create a user persona. And what's this user persona? It will include the age, what the person is doing, like maybe like a job or the day-to-day activity of that person, and then their pain points. Some personas will even have the needs of the users. Another thing you want to do when you are identifying your target market is you will segment your audience. So let's say, based on this user research now you have, right? And let's say for your target market, maybe you have 2 different audience. Maybe a student that will buy your clothes. I'm using clothes now as an example for your products. A student that will buy the clothes, and then let's say bankers. Those are 2 different target audience, right? So based on those 2 different target audience, you can now segment your audience, because the demographics for or the age range of a student will be different from the age range of a banker, right? So you come up with your demographics for each of those your target audience. Demographics will include their age, their gender, their income, their educations, their occupations. it does not limit to these options. You can go beyond this, and you don't even have to use everything here. You don't have to include their income. You don't have to include their education. But including all of these things will help you really understand who your target audience are. Then we have something called physiographics, which is their interest, their value, their lifestyle, and their motivations. Then you also want to, when you're segmenting your audience, you need to also look at their behavioral data. That's how do they buy things? How do they interact with brands? How do they even use a product? You need to consider all of those things. And then their geographics data, the country, region, urban or rural. So some people now, there's some clothes you will sell on the urban parts that you cannot sell in the rural parts because they cannot afford it, right? And there's some things you can do in Nigeria that you cannot do it in US. So you also need to consider all of this and then segment your audience based on that. You're selling clothes for students now, you know that you're in Nigeria, whatever you are doing, it will be within Nigeria. You're not even looking at US customers for now. And then even the people you want to sell in Nigeria, you pick a state region. I know sometimes people say, oh, you sell online and all of that. But for those people that started selling online, it's not like they started selling across Nigeria in one day. No, when they started within their states, right? And even in their states, maybe they started within a particular local government. So you need to segment your audience so that you can properly identify your target market. Then you need to validate target market. So use A/B testing, analytics, and customer feedback to confirm your assumptions. So A/B testing is like maybe you have two different things and then you want to know which one is better, because you as a product manager, you cannot be working on opinions, right? You don't even work on opinions. You need to work based on users' feedback. You need to work on user feedback. So A/B testing can help you confirm your assumptions. When you give them two things now and you see how people are interacting with one thing more than the other, of course you can tell that, oh, A is doing better than B, and then you focus your attention on B. So you know that, oh, your target market value B products more than A products, and so you focus more on whatever on the B products. And you can also collect feedbacks. Ask them question. How is your experience with this product? That's why when you use WhatsApp, maybe after a call, they will ask you, can you rate? Is it WhatsApp? Yeah, WhatsApp does that. They can give you feedback. That was the call section. They'll put a 5-star there. If you put 5, of course, they know that it is good. But when you're putting 1 and everybody, out of all the millions of people, they're putting 1 star, then they can know that something is wrong somewhere, right? And from there, they will fix it. And then the other thing you want to do to validate your target market is by analyzing competitors. Who are they targeting? What gap exists in the market? Uber and Bolt, they're not targeting everybody. They're not targeting market women. They're not even students. I wouldn't even tell you they're targeting students. They are target on working professionals, people that can actually afford it. So what are the things you need to, one thing you need to note is you can use tools like Google Analytics, Facebook Audience Insights, and customer surveys to refine your target market. Because for Google Analytics, now let's say you watch how people are using your products. I hope you know that when you come, even as we use this Google Meet, as you are interacting with this app, pressing this one, pressing that one, coming to this interface, a product manager can see how you interact with the product on analytical tools like Mixpanel, Google Analytics. They can see it. And they know when something is good or when something is bad. And they know when something is good or when something is bad. If you're spending so much time on one particular interface, you did not click, and then after some time you click. Product managers are actually seeing this. So tools like Google Analytics and Facebook audience and customer survey will help you refine your target market. They can see that, oh, maybe how a 18 years old person interacts with their product is different from how a 30 years old person interacts their product. If a 18 years old person is interacting properly with the product and a 30 years old person is not interacting properly with the product, then they know that these 18 years old people are more of our target audience than our target markets than the 30 years old people. So that's it on identifying target markets. So do you have any question? Any question before I proceed to creating a strong value proposition? Because this week 6 class is basically linked to how you collaborate properly with marketers. If you're in a startup company, you will do all of this. But if you're not in a startup company, you and the marketer can do it. If you're in a startup, you will do it. Nobody will join you. Any question from anybody? Okay. So let me proceed to creating a strong value proposition. A value proposition is a clear statement that explains how your product will solve a problem, delivers benefits, and why customers should choose it over your competitors. I think I spoke about this on Tuesday. Now, I spoke about it on Tuesday, yeah. So in today's, I really explained this. So what I'll be so focused on now is how you guys can know how to create a strong value proposition. Because if you're able to get a strong value proposition for your customers and you're able to pass it on to your customers, those are the things that will make them want to purchase what you are doing. Because they know what makes you stand out from your competitors. So what are the key elements of a value proposition? Target audience. It will help you know who are you helping, right? And then your problems and your pain points. So what issue does your product solve? Your value proposition is talking about all of these things. Who you're helping, what issue your product solve, what is the benefits, and then what makes you different. How does your product improve the user's life? What makes your product better than competitors? It is a statement, but it includes all of these 4 things. It's not necessarily it gives you so much details about these 4 things, but if you do the check and balance, you would know that these 4 things are included inside that statement. So if you want to create a value proposition, the first thing you want to do is identify the core problems your product solves. So yeah, I said an example is a meal planning app solve the problem of unhealthy eating due to lack of time. This is a problem now, right? And they've created an app to solve this very problem. So they will down list. So when you're doing your value proposition, you need to list out your functional and emotional benefits. So for this meal planning app now, they figured out that for the functional benefits, it will save you 10 hours a week by automating a meal planning. Somebody like me now, if you bring this kind of app to me, I'm going to jump on it because I don't used to know what I want to eat. I'm always confused. So it's when I am very hungry, then I can now jump on snacks or anything, maybe something that is not even healthy. Do you get? And then If I get something that is going to save me 10 hours a week by giving me a plan, I'm going to jump on it. So what's the emotional benefit here? They said feel healthier and stress-free with easy meal plan. So once you identify your core problem that your product is solving, you should be able to list every functional and emotional benefit. I also learned something that as a product manager, don't make your product too functional. For every software product you are doing, don't make it too functional. You need to include some emotional things there because people don't buy your functional product. Oh, it's not only your functional products they buy. The fact that you're solving some things for them emotionally, like I know that if I use this meal planning app now, I'm going to feel healthy. I'm not going to be thinking of what to cook. It's just stress-free making meals for me. So once you're able to list out every functional and emotional benefits you have for your products, it could be more than one, it could be more than two, it could be five. That's why we even have thank God for ChatGPT. If you are able to follow all of these steps now and tell ChatGPT that, oh, this is the core problem that my product is solving, or these are my functional benefits, this is what I think make me unique. And then you can tell ChatGPT that based on all of this information, give me a unique value proposition, and it does it for you. Unlike before said that we'll have to be packing our brain to think of the exact thing to do. And then you want to make it unique. How do you make it unique? You compare it with what your competitors are doing. So for this, what do they lack that your product offer? Because for every product that you are creating, of course, as a product manager, there's something that makes your product unique. Sorry, from your competitors, because that's what makes you stand out, right? And then the next thing you want to do is to craft a clear and concise statement. So I give an example of Slack. Slack said, be more productive at work with a simple all-in-one team collaboration. Do you notice something from this statement? Their target audience are there. Be more productive at work. Who wants to be more productive at work? Of course, it's working professionals. You can see that from this information, you can know who they are targeting from this. There's something that makes them unique, or the benefits that the product will solve. It's in this statement. You can also see that there's something that differentiates them from another thing. Let me see. WhatsApp, for example. WhatsApp enhanced communication. Before they came up with this, their community feature. In as much as you can create a group and everything, you cannot have different departments in one group. It's not possible. Unlike Slack, that you can have one very group and then different sections. So that's what makes them unique. That's what differentiates them from WhatsApp. So you need to craft a clear and concise statement for your unique value when creating your unique value propositions. So Tesla says sustainable high performance electric vehicles with cutting edge technology. This high performance electric vehicle, it is their own unique, is the thing that makes them stand out. And they state it there. So that even when customers just see it, they know that, oh, this is what makes them different from Toyota. Toyota will use fuel. But then they clearly stated what makes them different. So that when a customer even look at it from that segment, they're like, they're impressed and they want to buy your products. So yes, you need to keep it short. 1 to 2 sentences is okay. Customer focused and easy to understand. And that's why I say, thank God for ChatGPT now. As a product manager, you can just document down what's your own the core problem that your product is solving. You write it out down. You list every functional and emotional benefits that your product offers, and then what are the things you want to compare it with your competitors? What are the things that your product offers that your competitor does not have? List everything out. And then you can give it to ChatGPT that, oh, craft a clear and concise statement for my product. Remember how ChatGPT works. The better the prompt, the better the answer. If you just go and give ChatGPT that, maybe you just state only one thing that your product is doing. Let's say your product is helping students pass their exam. You just go and tell ChatGPT that, oh, give me a unique, a value proposition for a app that's help people pass exam. ChatGPT will give you one kind of answer that even you will know that this thing, yeah, the answer is correct, but it's not giving me the exact thing I want. So just imagine you give ChatGPT all of these better prompts, then you get a better unique value proposition. If you don't want to use ChatGPT, then of course you can use your brain to get a concise sentence. After you have defined all of this, then you can come up with an English word for this. So after you have defined your value proposition, you've done your go-to-market strategy, you and the marketer, you and your marketer have also create your unique value proposition. All of these things we're talking about in week 6 is, let's assume your product is about to be launched. You want to release it to your users. So these are the things that you will do, just for recap sake. These are the things you will do to launch your product successfully. Because you can create the best product if you do not market it. If you do not have a good marketing strategy, you will not make money, and they will not pay you salary, or they'll just tell you to go because the product is not working and it's not bringing them money. So you've done your go-to-market strategy. You and the marketing team have also defined your value proposition. The next thing you want to do is you identify the key marketing channels where you and your marketers now will come up with what platforms or how do you want to reach your customers. So what exactly is marketing channels? So I said marketing channels are platforms or methods used to reach your target audience. Choosing the right channels ensure effective communications and customer acquisitions. That's bringing customers in to use your products. So yeah, your marketer now, you need to discuss on what is the best channels we can use, because there are different marketing channels out there. You need to know which one is best suited for your products. Somebody that wants to that's creating an app to, let me say, help students pass their exam, and then you're going on, what platform can I use? You should know that you should your product should have like visibility, or maybe you should have channels, maybe like a digital marketing channels. Let me just even talk about this. So these are the types of marketing channels we have. We have digital marketing channels, we have paid advertisement channels, and offline marketing channels. So in the digital marketing channel, that's where we have social media, which involves Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, Thread. These are examples of social media, and they are best for engagement and brand awareness. A fashion startup can use Instagram Reels to showcase what their new arrivals of clothes. So the product manager, you need to be able to define where you want you need to be able to define how you want to reach your target audience. You talk to your marketing team. Oh, do you want us to use in this social media? Of course, there are plenty. Which is the most important for us to sign up based on our products? Do you want us to sign up on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter alone? Or you want us to sign up on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok? You need to be able to define all of those things with your marketing team. And based on the products you created. Another type of digital marketing channel, we have search engine optimizations. So search engine optimization, which is SEO, will rank your product in Google search, right? So just when, for example, let me say you search for Coursera now, right? When you search for Coursera, at times you can see Coursera at the top, right? And sometimes before you even see Coursera on Google, you first see like Udemy, Skillshare, ALX, before you will now see what's it called? Coursera. Before you see Coursera. So those people now they've done this thing. No, when you're even searching for them, say when you search for Coursera, see Coursera, yeah. When you search for Coursera, you see all of those things, those people that does related stuff to them first at the top before Coursera comes in below. Because people are using like SEOs. I'm sure they pay money for it or something, because you can even see that they write ads sometimes before that product is visible. So you want to make sure that any search engine place, anywhere that you are searching, even on Instagram, if you are looking for some products, you see that some products are not visible on that search engine. So you need to come up with a strategy such that when somebody is searching for your product, they are getting it immediately. They don't even have to press the full information before they see it. And that will help you build what? Online visibility. Another thing is content marketing, which is blogs, YouTube, podcasts, etc. Use it to educate. Okay, let me give the example I wrote here for search engine optimization is a software as a service company blogs out productive tips to attract users. And then for the content marketing, you can educate and nurture potential customers, which is example I gave here is a financial app will post a finance app post YouTube videos on budgeting strategies. Then another type of marketing channel, we have email marketing. So where they build relationship through newsletters and promotions. So e.g. could be a e-commerce brand will send personalized discount mail. Even Piggyvest does this sometimes, where maybe they want you to buy that their investment stuff, right? They would send you some kind of personalized message that it can prompt you to join the investment and you will pay your money for it. So you have to talk to your marketer if you want to have a digital marketing channel or a paid advertisement channel. So for paid advertisement channel, we know that it is used for fast growth. You want people, you don't have patience to be posting 1,000 posts before you go. You don't have all those patience. You just want to make people know you so quick. And that's where Google Ads come in place. So you target users actively searching for the solution you are offering. And that's why when you search for, let's say, Coursera related things, it's not possible for you to somebody that run ads now for maybe like an edtech product, and then you search for something related to Coursera. You notice that with over time, you will not be seeing things that something that is related to what Coursera does. Why? Because an organization, let's say Udemy now, they've run an ads. And so you now be seeing Udemy related things. And then we have Facebook and Instagram ads, best for audience targeting based on interest and behavior. We have influencer marketing. They will leverages trust personalities for product endorsement. I'm sure we all know about this one. They are Priscilla, Yabo, Joe, Davido, and all of that. All of them, they're doing influencer marketing. Davido is doing influencer marketing for Mattel, for Techno. Is it Techno be Infinite? For Infinite. Whiskey is doing it for Techno. So as a product manager, you need to define, you're coming into the market though. Which one should we use? If you can afford, let's say for Davido for your product, fine. Of course, you know that they're going to give you higher customer acquisitions. So all of these things need to be communicated with the marketer to know which is the best for your product, and based on the budget that is available. If your company don't have money to hire Davido, of course you will not look at that direction. So a skincare brand will partner with TikTok influencers for product reviews. I'm sure we are seeing a lot of this very well on TikTok. For those that are on TikTok, I'm sure you see a lot of this. You see all these people that are TikTok influencers. They're just talking about a product. Some of them get those people. They get paid for it. No, they don't do it for free. And what is happening? They're helping that product gain customers. And then we have offline marketing channel for local and trust-based management. So networking and events, conferences, expos, and meetups. All these conference we go for now, you see that a lot of people comes with their products, maybe like a stand or something, and start telling you about their products and all of that. Those are offline marketing channels. So a B2B software company showcase its product at tech expos. Yes, exactly. So most of all these software products, they really do it in all these tech conference. They'll tell you about their products there. There are some people who print media is also an example of offline marketing channel, which involves magazines, flyer, and is best for hyper local business. Yeah. And then TV and radio ads, effective for mass awareness. The Maggie, the Milo, the Deto advertisements, and all of that we see. They're all TV and radio ads. So all of these are offline marketing channels. So you need to decide these software products that we are creating, aside from digital marketing, do we want to do paid advertising channels, or want to do offline marketing channels? You decide that with the marketing and the marketer. But I'm sure that we know for now that what people mostly use now is digital marketing channels and paid advertising channels. Startup don't really look into going into offline marketing channels, especially for software products. So yeah, now that we understand the types of marketing channels that we have, how do we choose the right marketing channels for our brands? Now we know there are three types of marketing channels, but how do we know which one is the best for us? The first thing you want to do is to know your audience. If they are Gen Zs, TikTok and YouTube are ideal for them. And then if they are professionals, we know that LinkedIn works better for professionals. Know where your audience are staying. You barely see Gen Zs on TikTok or on LinkedIn. I mean, the Gen Zs that are coming on LinkedIn now, maybe let me say like 20% or 10%. The remaining 90% are on TikTok. So you need to know where your audience, the channels that your audience are really staying. And then you need to set goals. If the goal is for brand awareness, then social media is great. If it's for conversion, then SEOs and Google Ads will work better. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you want people to know about your products, you just released your products. You want people to know it. Like, oh, your product is existing. Of course, social media is a great place to do all of those things. But if you want to convert people to start paying money, that's where the Google Ads and SEO works better, because you are pushing it to their face for them to see it, and then they are tempted to use it. So once you have known your audience, you have set your goals. The next thing you want to do is to test and optimize. So let's say you realize that you want conversion, and you can do the two together. You can do brand awareness. You can set a goal that you want brand awareness and you want conversion too. You can do the two together. And once you do the two together, you will now test and optimize, which is You can run a small campaign, you now track the performance and then scale successful channels. Yeah. So let's say you pick um Instagram for instance. You pick Instagram for instance now as a digital marketing channel, and then you pick like a paid advertising channel like Google Ads now, right? And you're running ads on both Instagram and your Instagram ads. You're also running your Google ads. Of course, you can know for the fact which one is bringing in more users for you to your product. Let's say the ads you are running on Instagram is bringing so much user for you, then you can tell that, oh, Google ads is not working well for you, and you will not run ads there anymore, and you will just focus more on your Instagram ads. That's what this test and optimize is all about. So yeah, after you've choose the right marketing channels and everything, as a product manager, you will not just sit alone with developers and designer and think that is the end of it. Honestly, I think this is one of the things I'm struggling with self as a product manager, because most of the previous roles I have done, I only worked closely with design and dev team. I don't know that there's something like marketing team that I have to work with, and sales and customer success team again I still have to work with. So now another thing we'll discuss is collaboration with marketing, sales, and customer success team. This is the business part of product management. So I'll start with collaborating with the marketing team first. So what is the marketing team about? The marketing team is responsible for positioning, messaging, and demand generation. The PM must ensure the product is marketed effectively to the right audience. Yeah, and that's where we did the whole knowing the right channels, creating a go-to marketing strategy, creating a product proposition. All of this, you just want to make sure that this marketer or all of those communication you are doing with the marketer is to just make sure that they are doing a proper marketing to your right audience. So you can see that you're not the one that is responsible for sending the message to them, demanding the generations and positioning it. No, you're only there to just help and guide the marketer. So what are the best practices for collaboration as a PM with a marketer? The first thing is you want to align product messaging and marketing. This is where we work closely with the marketing team to craft clear, compelling messages that align with the product vision. Yeah, because it's not the marketer that set up the vision. You are the CEO, or the one that set up the product vision. So you need to be able to, for every messaging, for everything that the marketers are crafting out there or sending out there to your audience, you need to make sure that it is aligned properly with the product vision that you have set for your product. And then you need to make sure that your marketing understand the product's unique value propositions and target audience. You are the one that made the research. They did not make the research. Marketers will also do their research, don't get me wrong, but the deep research, the foundation research, the product manager was the one that did it, right? So you need to just make sure that these marketers understand who your target audience are. And that's why I said, once you are able to come up with your user persona and a marketer sees it, they understand who your target audience are. And then this value proposition, yes, you have to be the one to create it. Sometimes marketers come to also help, but in most cases, PM creates this unique value proposition, and then they give it to the marketer. And based on that unique value proposition, they will now come up with messages that aligned with it. Because, of course, your unique value proposition must also align with what your product vision. So the best practice for a product manager is to make sure that they are aligned with marketers on every product messaging and positioning they are putting out there on all your marketing channels. And then you provide market and customer insights. Share your user research, your competitive analysis, and user feedback to refine the go-to marketing strategies. Here, you have done the user research. You have done a lot of competitive analysis. You have also gotten feedback from some customers. Share it with them. Share it with your marketers so that they can be able to, so that you guys can refine whatever go-to marketing strategy that you have also set for the product. Then help define customer personas based on real user behaviors and pain points. Like I said, they're the one that have done the research already. It's not like they would not do their research, but you know so much about those users. So if you show them the defined customer personas, they'll be able to do the proper marketing for your product. And then you can also assist in content creations. Provide marketing with key features, benefits, and differentiators to shape campaigns, blog, and sales materials. So let me give you an instance for this. Let's say, okay, no. Oh God, why can't I think about something? Let's say there's this particular feature now. Let's say study app that wants there's a product study app that wants to help people pass their exam, right? Of course, you have worked with developers and design team, and you understand these features like 100%. You understand them. And let's say these marketers are coming up with their content creation and everything. If you don't know one of these features properly, you can just come up with, let me say, like the study plan now in the study app. You know the benefit of those things, right? Give it to them. Give them like those key features of the app. Give it to them that, oh, this study app, this study plan, these are the benefits that our users will get when they use this very feature. Do you get? So once you are able to share this idea with a marketer, they know how to fine-tune it, that when they put it out there, they can get users to use our products. So you can also help them by providing any benefit or whatever key features you have in your product, and not just the general benefit of your product. A key function, a key feature, they can use it to make an advert for the entire product. And then whatever thing that makes you stand out, like this, let's say an edtech app now that help, let's say ICANN students now pass exams, right? We know that the general tradition is ICANN students will go to a physical centers for training, right? And then there is a software product that you don't have to go to these physical centers for training. There's something that differentiates the software product and this physical product, which is the software product you can study and learn for your exam at the comfort of your house space. So what differentiates them from these physical classes now is you don't have to waste your time or your energy going there. Do you get? So these are some of the key differentiators that product manager can give to the marketers, and it can also help these marketers come up with a proper marketing strategy to help them. Then review marketing collaterals to ensure technical accuracy. And then another way you can collaborate with marketers is by launch planning and execution. Yes, don't leave marketers alone to do the release planning alone. Don't leave them to do it. You can help them, work together to create a product launch timeline, ensure alignment with development and release dates, because you're the one that know what is happening with the dev team. You're the one that know, oh, the one that is taking time to release, the one that it's going to take a shorter period. You know all those informations, so you can plan with these marketers to know when is the perfect time to release the products, that there's a balance between this thing, that the dev guys are not murmuring and the marketers are not murmuring. And then you can also support marketing efforts by providing product demos and customer success stories. This for an existing product already. Maybe people who have used your product before or something, and they've come to share you feedback, because some people will drop feedback, or maybe put the product feedback, or even they drop feedback on the product feedback section on the app. You can also share it to the marketers. Oh, this is what this customer is saying. Oh, it will help them in their marketing efforts. Then leverage analytics for optimization. Collaborate on tracking product adoptions and marketing performance metrics, e.g., conversion rate, user acquisitions, and retention. You as a product manager, you are the one that is looking into all of this mixed panel, right? You can talk to the marketer and let them understand how people are onboarding. You can tell them about how people are converting, how you are getting users. Oh, we're getting customers from this very app compared to this very app. Give them all of this information. Collaborate with them. Let them know how people are adapting to your product, and then they can do better. Then use insights to iterate on messaging and campaign. Yeah. For a product that, let's say, for example, onboarding, it's a difficult process for them, for users. And you can see it from like the mixed panel that, oh, users are finding it very difficult to onboard on this app, right? You can reach out to your marketers and tell them that people are really dropping off from this onboarding section. Maybe they don't know how to use the onboarding, because it's not everything that you start to, let's say, you want to start redesigning. Especially as a small startup, honestly, it's not every time you start redesigning interface, because it takes time before developers will implement all of those things. It's as simple as doing a video. The marketers will do a video and say, oh, this is how you onboard on our app. Create an awareness for that. And before you know, users will start catching up. Pending the time that you are done designing, because you cannot be waiting for designers and developers to finish the new screen before you'll be getting users. Your marketers can go out there, make videos, make content, and let people know how to onboard successfully on your product, and you're also making money. So this is it on the best practices for a product manager to collaborate with the marketing team. Any question? Please ask me a question, please. Please. Any question? Just kidding. Are we all following?
Yes, you are following us. From
We are enjoying the class.
Okay, awesome.
Hello, good evening. It's Funmilayo.
Right.
I have a
Did he-
brief question. Yeah.
Okay.
So, what if you assume the role as let's say, a product owner in an organization? Are you going to see collaborate with the marketing team just the way you said it now? Because I think product owner, I think their duty is more specific, like handling the product backlog, feature and all those things. So, are you going to see collaborate with the marketing, team?
On
That's
I would say yes or no. Yes and no at the same time. Why am I saying this? If you are working for a Nigerian startup, I'm sorry, yes, you have to collaborate with them. Nigerian startup, even if they give you a defined role, they'll still add more responsibilities to you. Compared to let's say you're working for a US based company now. That one, Their defined role is their defined role. If they're adding any other responsibilities, of course, they're increasing your payments. Compared to Nigeria here, that they will not increase your payments and you have to do whatever additional role they give to you. And let me tell you the interesting thing about this product management. There's some particular roles they will give you where there's some particular roles that they will add to your tax that you cannot even say no, because you just want the um the product to move, and if you can do it, you just have to take the role. So honest, that's why I said yes or no. For a Nigerian company, you can still do this marketing thing. It's not just to work with dev and design team. Do you get?
Yes, understood.
But if you're in a good company, they can be more considerate, and you don't have to do that.
That means we'll be praying for foreign jobs.
What do you say?
No, I said that means we'll be praying for foreign jobs now.
Yeah, exactly. Like I pray that's what you all get to, because the first product management job I did, I was the project manager, I was the data analyst, I was the PM, I was the strategist. Only this did all this one. If you hear that salary, but thank God for where we are now, Sha. So, but honestly, those experience sort of helped me in as much as it gave me so much burnout that period, but I also learned a lot from it. So it just depends on the organizations. Organization that have structure will not give you too much load to do. Organization that does not have structure, you as a PM, you have to start creating all those structures yourself for the organization. So yeah. So you see that product manager, you're collaborating with plenty people. It's not just design and dev team at all. You have to collaborate with sales team. If you're in a big organization, you will see all of these people. But if you're in a small organization, it's you and your CEO that will be doing this work. So yeah, collaborating with sales team. So the function of a sales team is to convert leads into paying customers. Now, these marketers have been able to bring the leads. Their own now is to now convert them into paying customers. That means we're collecting their money. They're paying for our service, right? So product managers must ensure that sales reps are equipped with knowledge and tools to sell the product effectively. So what are the best practices for collaboration? The first thing you want to do is to provide product training and enablement. Conduct training sections to help sales team understand product future, use cases, and benefits. So you can go as far as maybe screenshotting all the interface. That's maybe if you're working remotely now. You can go as far as screenshotting all the interface on your app and explaining what those interface does. You're like literally teaching them everything about your product so that they will understand every single feature on that product. And then develop sales deck, demo scripts, and frequently asked questions. That's FAQ for common customers' objections, because customers will ask questions. So you as a product manager, you need to create like a FAQ for questions that customers are likely to ask, so that the salespeople are readily available to answer them. That's answer the customer's question. In some organizations too, customer sales team and marketing team, they join them together. They're not separate. They will join them together in some organizations. That's maybe a startup too. So you need to make sure you are providing training and everything they need to understand your product. Then you need to gather feedback from sales call. So you would join sales call or review call recording to understand customer concerns and future requests. So let's say, for example, you are selling, maybe virtually you're selling a bag online, right? Of course, people are making calls to maybe we want to buy a bag, all those kind of thing. Listen to You can also join their sales call to see how customers are requesting for the bag or something. Because from that request, they can go as far as maybe uh, making a complaint or something, right? So as a product manager, once in a while, you should also join sales call. And for every sales call that happen, they are always reviewing it. I know of one platform, they call it Humanatics, is a US based company where they sell cars. So what they do there is they call people and then ask you if you want to buy a car or something. I don't know where they get those numbers from, but they will ask you if you want to buy a car, or maybe customer will call them and tell them, oh, they want to buy this car. Oh, that's what that call is all about. So this call are already recorded, right? So they now have another set of team that those recorded calls, they are reviewing it. So if you cannot join sales call immediately, product manager, you can listen to those review called. Or maybe if you can, even though you don't want to listen to those review calls, like those team now that I'm talking about, they're the one that are reviewing those calls. So the summary of everything that happened in that call, a product manager can look into it, get insights from it, and then what, prioritize roadmap features that will drive conversions. So you also need to gather feedback from sales call, not only from customer support where they are dropping complaints. How people are buying your products matters. That's this very one now I'm talking about. Maybe you're selling maybe a physical product, not like a digital product or like piggy vest and all of that. No, those ones you don't call anybody to use their service. Just give you an instance for products that you call to purchase or something. Then we find pricing and packaging. You want to collaborate on pricing model that align with customers' needs and market demands. How do you want to sell your product? What are the pricing models you want to use that will make sure that customers can afford it? And it's something that the market will see and they will not run away from it. Then you want to ensure that your sales team understand pricing structure and can articulate the value proposition effectively. This pricing and packaging, all this let me say Uber now, you see that they are using today, they don't just put that price there for you guys. Oh, every penny is calculated for the transport, for the maintenance, for the tax. Like every single thing is calculated. And this was done by the sales and the sales team. When they did all of this breakdown, a product manager is there to refine the pricings and the packaging such that when they tell a user that, oh, pay 25,000 naira, a user can pay it. So this breakdown, mostly it is the sales team that will do it, but a product manager have to review all of those things, all of those breakdown they have done. So all these software products you see that they give you a particular price, don't it's not that they guess the price, they did not guess it. Every little thing, if the slightest thing was calculated, and it was all summed up to the amount they are pushing for you to pay. So another way to collaborate with the sales team is to support large deals and enterprise sales. So you work closely with sales to customize product solution for high value clients. Then assist in technical discussion and address any customer specific requirements. Yeah, because there are some questions that customers can ask this sales team about your product now, be it software product or physical product. As a product manager, you need to be able to be there to help them address. Maybe they ask a technical product now for a software product. The dev team and the sales team, they are far apart. So it's you that is a product manager will be the one to answer all those technical questions. It's not necessarily you need to have the answer now. It's as simple as, oh, this salesperson gave you this particular um question that a customer is talking about, right? You can go to the dev team and, oh, this is what's happening. Why is it like this? Why is it like that? The dev team can answer you, and then you pass the information back to the sales team. And a product manager will ensure alignment with customer journey by mapping sales touch points to their user journey to provide a seamless transition from prospects to customers. This one is very, very important as a product manager. Please, if you are in anywhere you find yourself in a organization, make sure you get involved in this. Know how to define your user journey from when they will come to your product to when they will leave. It's not part of your curriculum, but you guys can go as far as reading this customer journey. Because if I say I want to start showing you an image on it, it will still not give you like a 100% understanding. If you're able to define this as a product manager for your product, you will not, it will be very rare for you to have customers that are dropping off from your products, because you are able to define every blockers that is making people not to buy your product. And for if you're able to define every blockers that will make people not to buy your product, then you will come up with solutions for it. And then 70% of customers that use your product or come to your product will buy. This is not even for software product alone. Even online entrepreneurs that are on this meeting, learn to create a customer journey for your products and identify blockers. It's as simple as, let's say for example, they get to the point of where they want to uh pay, they've paid, they want to get their item. Of course, an item is supposed to be delivered to them maybe in 2 days. You're not telling them 5 to 10 days before they can get the order delivered. Do you know that it's not every patient, it's not every customer that would wait to that 5 to 10 days. Some customers would drop off from that point. So you as a product manager, you know that this user will drop off. Why not create a solution so that they will not drop off? And instead of waiting for that 5 to 10 days, you can minimize it to 4 to 3 days. And even if possible, if it's possible for you to make the fastest delivery, do it. So as a PM, you need to be able to map sales touch points to the user's journey to provide a seamless transition from prospect to customers. Then use insights from sales to refine onboarding and product adoption strategy. Based on the customer journey you have defined, you will, because the way that customer journey map is, and you would see, they will ask you, you have to answer some particular questions about your product. I cannot even remember what are those words, but they are literally ringing in my head. So whatever insights you get now, it will help your customers to onboard successfully. So collaborating with customer success team. The customer success team ensure that users achieve their desired outcome with the products. Let's go back. The sales team will convert the leads into paying customers. The, mar- the marketing team is responsible for positioning, marketing, and demand generation. And then the customer success will ensures users achieve their desired outcome with the products. So a PM must work with customer success to improve retention and reduce churn. Because what this customer success is, what they usually do for products is they help people stay with the products, that they help retain the products, and then they help reduce churn. Because when they have a problem now, they can easily help them address the problem. And what will happen? The users will stay. So, what are the best practices for collaboration? Align on users onboarding and activation. Work with the customer success team to design an effective onboarding experience. Create tutorial, help documents, and product walkthrough to reduce frictions for new users. In as much as marketers are doing this, the customer success team should also be able to onboard users. And that's why, for example, whenever you have a problem with your bank account or something, when you call those customer care service, they can help you do that, right? It's the same thing that a marketer can do for you, but a marketer will not be available for you 247, the way a customer support will be available for you 247. So you also need to teach them how to use the product, how to onboard people, how they can also answer FAQs. Another way a product manager can work with customer success team is to analyze customer feedback and pain points. Whose mic is on? Analyze customers' feedback and pain points. So you can use customer insight to identify common issues and future requests. Yeah, because that is where some requests are also going in. It's not everybody that will tell you, oh, I want this feature on our product, on your products. It's not every customer that will tell you that on your feedback section in your app. Some customers will do that when they're talking to the customer support team. They tell you, oh, I have this issue. When they finish stating their issue, they can go as far as, now why don't people just do this, that, this? And of course, the customer success team, they're writing all of these things. And you as a product manager, you will get all of these informations from them. That's whatever information you get from them, you use the insights to fix whatever issues, like going back to the dev team and they're fixing any issues on the product. Then we have regularly review support tickets, net promoter scores, and churn reasons. Yeah, you want to um know why people are dropping off. Do you get that net promoter scores and support tickets? So another point is improve future adoptions and engagement. So a product manager will collaborate on in-app messaging, email campaigns, and webinar to educate about new features. When you release new features, you need to also teach people about it, how to use it. For every new feature you see that all of us are using, I know that it's not all the time that they reach out to or every one of us and they teach us about it. But sometimes they send you an email about that feature. True or false? Have you ever gotten an email where they where they tell you about some certain future? Awesome. So you can collaborate with um this customer support team and teach them how to use some certain features. Then implement feedback loop to measure adoptions rates and improve usabilities. So you can monitor the churn rates and retention metrics. Identify the trends in churn users and work on solutions to improve their retentions. Why are users dropping off? Maybe there's what they're telling this customer success team. Maybe there's one particular thing they're discussing. They're telling this customer support team, right? So looking at the trend, looking at the most requested things that people are complaining about, you can identify it from the customer support team, right? And then you can now come up with a solution with the dev team and the design team. Fix it so that you can get what? Retention, so that you can get people to stay on your product and not leave and not stop using your products. Ensure that CS has the tool, that's customer support, has the tool to proactively engage at risks. Sorry. Sorry, I got distracted, please. Identify trends in churn users. That stops self here. Identify trends in churn users and work on solutions to improve retentions. Then ensure the customer support has the tools to proactively engage at risk customers. Then the last point is enable customer advocacies and case studies. So you can leverage this customer support insight to identify happy customers for testimonials and case studies, which you can push it to the marketing teams, and they can also use it in their marketing campaigns. Then work together to build a referral program or loyalty incentives. Yeah, whenever you're working on a referral program, don't just build alone in silence with your dev and your design team. Get the customer support team involved, because they're the one that mostly speak to these users. They understand some of these pain points and some of the things that will make them happy. So yeah, summary of collaboration examples: marketing, sales, and customer support. So an example of this is launching an AI-powered tax prioritization feature. A product is launching a feature, which is an AI-powered tax prioritization. So how can the PM help the marketer? By providing messaging, user insights, and support campaign strategy. And if a PM can do that, what could be the possible outcome? There could be a 15% increase in future adoption in the new feature that they launched. A PM will provide messaging, user insights, and support campaign strategy. So for the sales team, selling to enterprise clients who need security feature. This is a B2B now, right? A product manager can do what? Prioritize role-based access control, train sales rep, and support demos. And if they're able to do this, the outcome, if all of them are able to do this, the outcome could be they can close 3 enterprise deals worth $2,000. Their customer support. How a product manager will collaborate with a customer support team. Example is reducing churn due to poor onboarding, right? So a product manager will collaborate with the customer success team by improving the onboard tutorials and track engagement, which could lead to what? 25% increase in retention. So before we move to growth and product lead, growth framework, that's growth is not there. Any question from go-to-market strategy, how to collaborate with marketing, sales, and customer team. Any question on how to identify your markets, your target market, and then how to create a value proposition. Okay, Olushola, go ahead, please.
Okay, good evening everyone once again. My question is about the pricing strategy, because you mentioned that it is the sales team that develop in collaboration with the product owner, product manager that come about the pricing strategy. And then the question goes just like, I think based on the business goals, that's when the sales team is able to create the pricing strategy, for example. But looking at it from my own perspective, just like why do we the product manager has to come in play in bringing out those in working together with the sales team for that pricing strategy, because where I'm going is at the long run, if I'm me looking at it, I can assume that okay, this particular product we just do, if anybody is going to subscribe for it, maybe they just need to pay 1,500 naira, but the company wants to make much more profits and they say just pay 3,000 naira. So at that instance, why can't we just leave it for the sales and marketing teams so far they know what is going on? Can they just be the one handling that business part?
Yes, yes. So the way the thing is you know that diagram. I don't know if let me really show you guys that diagram, but I like to really talk about that PM diagram. PM is in between UI UX, dev, and business. So that is where we start to wear the hats of the business team. You need to get involved in all of those pricing and all the strategy stuff. You need to get involved in it because you're the one that know your target audience. You're the one that know that if they can afford this thing, in as much as you want to make organization make money, if a CEO come and tell you that, oh, pay 3,000 naira for this service, and then you know that your target audience are students, and let's say for whatever product you want to create, you know that 1,000 naira after the whole sales breakdown and everything, they told you, your sales team told you that if you sell this thing for 1,000 naira, we can still make profit. You as a product manager, if your CEO tells you to sell that in 3,000 naira, you can actually oppose to that CEO and say no, we will not sell it 3,000 naira. Since the sales team said it's 1,000 naira, and even in that 1,000 naira, we are getting profit from it. Let's leave it like that. With time, you can increase it because it's a new with time you can increase it maybe after you've gotten enough user adoption. But for now, you want to get users and then you're now putting so much money. It will not work that way. Do you understand, Olushola? Okay. Any other question? Any other question? Go ahead.
Okay, my question is somehow related to our projects, our capstone projects, but just on that pricing strategy actually. Like, is it by us designing the pricing strategy, we'll be able to pull out our revenue model from that collaboration or discussion?
Sorry, I don't get your question.
I said, is it from our pricing strategy we'll be able to pull out our revenue model? Are
Yeah.
we the one to be in charge of that? Yeah.
Yes, you can actually do it as a product manager because this is your capstone project, right? So you're gaining experience from it. All you just have to do now is to make research and know how to do it properly. But if you are working with a team, a CEO will not leave all of that for you to do. There could be like a salesperson that will handle that. But since this is a capstone project, then you don't have sales team. Abby, or do you guys have sales team? No. So you have to handle that yourself. Joy, go ahead. If you're speaking, you're muted. Oh.
Okay, so sorry. My question is on pricing strategy, right? I'm using CapCut as an example. When they
Okay.
entered the market, there was pro and there was free. But with the free, you can still do a lot of things. But over time, as we speak now, you can't even export a video without payment. And then that form of strategy has caused a lot of customers to say, you know what, we are not using your product again. So how do you find the balance between, okay, fine, we're already in the market, We want to increase our price without chasing your customers away.
Mm, First thing first, in as much as you know that, one thing I want you to understand, in as much as you know that people are dropping off, right, from CapCut, there are people that have no choice but to pay that money. Example, me. At first, I said I want to go and use another app, but I just realized that, man, I was not getting the value I was getting from CapCut. So what I did with my friends was, we're like 4 or 5 of us. We now joined money together and we paid for it. So this scenario now, CapCut are beginning to understand their target audience. They are they now understand that our product now is solely for content creators. People that have not really gone deep into this content creating thing, they would not want to pay money for CapCut. So when they did this rebranding, because I hope you know that those time where they were giving people free features and all of those things to use, they were just trying to get users, right? And from those users they got, it's not 100% that will pay them money. They know that some people will drop off. And they know that in all of those 100% users that they've acquired, at least 30 to 40% will pay. And it is okay. It depends on whatever they define they want. Let's say, for example, they define if 40% can pay, they are satisfied with it. Do you understand? Are you with me, Joy?
Yes, so I get you loud and clear. I was just thinking that if some features could be available, like if I was the product manager, what I would do differently is that some features will still be available to free users, but not as much. Maybe you can export, but you can only export one video in a day.
I
Anyway,
think
just
that,
thinking out loud.
yeah, thinking out loud, and I like this idea. Let's talk. It's not every time we'll talk about this whole theory thing. Let's talk about real life scenarios. For CapCut, I think it still happens like that. You can export the video, but so that you will see that CapCut sign now, and which is a lot of people don't like it. You can still export the video. You can still use some of their features, but not every feature. Do you understand?
Yeah,
So it's more
thank you
like
so much.
they limited. It's more like they limited. Let's say before they limited like 50%. Now the limitation is like 70%.
Should pity us.
Any other question from anybody? Okay. So now it's product-led growth framework. Of course, you have launched your product. Once you launch your product, you need to start coming up with how your product will grow, right? You need to come up with how your product will grow. Some people do this even before. Some people start coming up with this product-led growth framework even before they release the product to the market. So a product-led growth is a business strategy where the product itself will drive acquisition, conversion, retention, and expansion. Unlike traditional sales or marketing lead strategies, a product led growth will focus on creating a seamless self-serve experience that encourage users to adopt and spread the products. This PLG is what a lot of software products are doing right now. Is the products that is bringing, like, it's not like the traditional way where a salesperson is going to somebody to advertise the product. Of course, you pay money for logistic. The salesperson is also going to one organization to another. Of course, you have to pay money for logistic and all of those things. No. This product-led growth framework, the product will bring customer by itself. It will convert customer by itself, and it will also retain customers. Amazing, right? But that is what a lot of software products are doing now. What are the key characteristics of a product-led growth? Self-serve onboarding. Users can start using the product without sales intervention. That means without somebody telling you that, oh, come and use this product or something. If you just have a problem, you go online, you search for whatever product that maybe you want to edit, for example, like we discussed about CapCut. You don't want CapCut, and then you just go on the App Store and put editing app. You see one app there. Once you see the app, you can easily sign up and start editing. Did anybody advertise for you? No. So that self-serve onboarding, those are all these products we are using right now. Most of all these software products we are using, they are all using a product-led growth strategy, because a lot of us are onboarding without the help of somebody assisting us to do that. Another key characteristics of a product-led growth is frictionless experience, easy to use interface that require minimal learning. Nobody needs to teach you anything. You can navigate to any part of the app. Virality and network effect. Users invite others, creating organic growth. Referral program. You can even just send the link to people, or you join this thing, and those people you send the link to, they will join the app without anybody helping them. And then value first approach. The product delivers value before asking for payments, e.g. free trials. Some products now, Duolingo, I don't know if they pay money for it, but I'm just using Duolingo as an instance. You can use Duolingo to learn language, and you're not paying money for it. So just imagine if you are learning this part, if you can learn some certain degree of language, what will it now be like if you're now paying money for it? So this PLG includes, they ensure that once a user uses it, they get value from it before they collect money from you. So how model software service as a product and digital product use PLG to scale? Like I say, a lot of software companies today are using PLG framework. So as a product manager, you need to know that these are things you need to incorporate into your products so that you can also scale. PLG has transformed how software as a service and digital products grow by reducing dependency on sales team and increasing product adoption through user experience. And that's why in most of all these software company, like I said, you barely, especially startup, you barely see sales team there. It will be your CEO that will be breaking down that price strategy thing. Because if you're able to define, for example, let's say price strategy now, right? If you're able to define your price strategy, you don't need any salesperson to go and be helping you to convert the leads so that they can turn into a paying customers. You don't need that. All you just have to do now is to get your marketer to create a proper brand awareness. They use your product. Inside your product, they're purchasing whatever they want. They're sitting at the comfort of your house, and you are making money. So what are the examples of PLG in software as a service and digital products? Slack. User can sign up for free, experience the product, and upgrade when their team scales. Yeah. Let's say you started up now as 10 on this team, on a team. I think even to us that are using Slack all of us, this team, if we become plenty, if we are more than a particular figure, we will have to start paying money for it. I think we are already safe. So Slack is giving us a value first approach. Dropbox offer free cloud storage with more space unlocked through referrals. If you want to get more cloud storage and you don't want to pay, what you can do on Dropbox, you go and look for your friends that will join Dropbox, and then they can now help you to increase your cloud space. What are they doing? They are getting customers. They don't need sales. The customers are doing the sales for them. Zoom provide a free plan with limits, nudging the users to upgrade for unlimited meetings. Even this Google Meets, why we're staying on this call for up to 2 hours, is because we paid money for it. It's only 1 hour you can stay for Google Meet calls. So Google Meet is also using a PLG framework. Notion lets users build workspace for free with premium plans for team collaborations. If you want to add more than 5 people now, your Notion workspace, you have to pay money for it. But less than 5 people, you can use it. But are you getting value from it? Yes. So why does a PLG work for software products? The product markets itself by showing value upfront. You don't have to start telling people about the value that the product will give you, but instead it will show value for itself. Users become brand advocates by sharing and inviting. So now you don't have to be paying one salesperson to go to this company to go and be doing advertisements for you. It's your customers that will do that thing for you. They're the one that will advocate it. They're the one that will invite people. I'm sure all of us here have done this thing, but we didn't know that this is the name of what this thing is called. We didn't know that this is what it's called. And then lower customer acquisition costs compared to traditional sales heavy model. Yeah, you can easily get customers compared to sales too. I think it's only physical product. Even physical products now, most of them are beginning to come into. They're trying to use this whole PLG framework. So under PLG, there's a framework called AARR framework for growth strategy. AARR framework is also known as Pirate Metrics. It's a data-driven growth model designed to analyze and optimize the customer's journey for digital products and software as a service. It was introduced by Dave McClure, founder of 500 Startups, to help business understand how users interact with their products and how to acquire, activate, retain, monetize, and expand their user base through referral. So what does this AARR framework means? Acquisition, activation, referral, retention, and revenue, which is money. You will get your customer, which is how users will find your products. Of course, the goals will be to sign up and get traffic. But you don't want to just get customers, right? You want users to experience the product core value. And if you want them to experience the core product value, the goal is to improve the onboarding and how they engage with your products. Retention, you want users to return to the product over time. And the goal for retention is it will reduce drop-off and increase stickiness. That's people are consistently using your product. TikTok. They do that thing a lot. It's not everybody. It's less. I don't know, but I feel they've increased that thickness. People just keep using the product, that they just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So the retention is really working. Be fairer. Users invite other people to the product. The goal is to grow through word of mouth. It's not by send. The goal of referral is not to just send and be giving people money. Oh. They want people want their product to get to a point that people will just start talking about their product. See money points. If there's one thing that made money point where it got to today, is word of mouth. And OPay. One market woman will just tell the other market woman that me, I'm using OPay. Oh. If they send me money, the money is coming sharp sharp. The other market woman ASAP go and open OPay accounts. And the other person she will tell another person, That is the goal. And then revenue. Users convert to paying customers. Increase customers' lifetime value. That's the goal. Because for each of your products, there's a customer lifetime value you want to get from every customer you get. Let's say, for example, you set that for every customer you get, you want to get 100,000 naira from that customer. So yeah, I had the breakdown of each stages of AARR framework. So the first one here, like I said, is acquisitions. You want to how to attract your users. So what's the goal? To get users to sign up or try the product. What are the strategies you can use for acquisition? You can use premium model, which is offer a free version to bring users in. Example, Notion provides free personal use, but charges for team collaboration. A lot of us use Notion as our diary today. But if you want to collaborate with other people, like the way you do it on Slack, you pay money for it. You can also do it on Notion, but you have to pay money for it. Another key way to get customers is SEO and content marketing. Create blog posts, tutorials, and guides to attract search traffic so that people will be looking for you. HubSpot dominates Google search with a valuable marketing content. Yes, there's no how you will search on Google about any content related to marketing that you will not see HubSpot there. Another strategy to get to attract users is by referral and viral loops. Incentivize users to invite friends. Dropbox give extra storage spaces for referral. Piggyvest, if you invite somebody, they will give you 1,000 naira, I think, and they also give the person that you invite 500 naira or something. But that was before. Now they're not doing that thing again. You press that thing, it's not working. But they were doing it before because they needed to get customers. Paid advertisements. Use targeted Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn ads to reach potential users. So how do you set this up? You can use your Google Analytics or Mix panel to track where your users are coming from. If you run all of these ads in Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, Google ads, you can know where your customers are coming from. You can also use A/B testing. A/B test landing page to see what drives users conversion the most. Netflix did this when they were coming up. They had two design interface. They saw how people were interacting with interface A and how people were interacting with interface B to pay for subscriptions. They realized that, for interface B, it is more easier than interface A. And so they stopped using interface A and then they focused on interface B. And that way they figured out that, interface B is driving more conversion than interface A. So if you want to get acquisitions, if you want to attract your users, you can use Google Analytics to know where they are coming from, and you can also use A/B testing. Then activation, how to get users to experience value quickly. The goal is to ensure users see value as soon as possible within the first session. So as a product manager, whatever products you are solving, make sure that when a user on board, they'll start seeing that even from the onboarding section, they can see that value is here. It's not just to give your design team and tell them, oh, design this wireframe, this design like this. Some products, if you're onboarding, you can see some text that they write or some things that will just pop up to let you know that there's value here. And you too, you're already feeling excited that, oh, this thing is going to solve my problem. It's not until when they do like 10 actions before they now see value in your products. No. So what are the key strategies? Frictionless onboarding. Make sign up simple. No credit card required. Don't start asking them for money from sign up page. Even if it's me, I will run away. But if you're showing me value first, I would want to pay. Slack lets users instantly create a workspace without complex sign up. So people, you want to sign up on their app, you will do 1001 things before you do what you want to do. I think I have worked on a product that the onboarding was really terrible. Like you could tell that a lot of people were coming to that website, because on Mixpanel, like I said, you can track all of these things. You will see the numbers of, in a day you can see up to 1,000 users are coming to that product's website. One, the sign up is hidden. So even the few people that are able to click on the sign up, when they are onboarding, I think maybe like after four to 3 steps, they are dropping off. They're not even getting to the main app itself. So you can see that we had so much product. There was so much friction in the onboarding. So make sure you have a frictionless onboarding if you want to get people to engage with your product immediately, quickly. Product tours and tooltips. Guide users in-app tutorials. Notions highlights key features during onboarding. Yes, they will tell you what their product. You've not even used some products. You've not even signed up on the product though, but you're already aware of what the product can do for you. That's why when you download some app, before you even click your get started, you'll see some stuff will just be swiping on your phone screens. They're literally letting you know what the app does. Some apps will even go as far as, once you even log in, before you start taking any action, they'll tell you this is what this is all about. You press next. This is what this is all about. You press next. All of these things, they're helping you to know how to use the products. So all of these things, you have to implement them too in your products. Personalization, tailor the experience based on users' needs. Duolingo asks users to pick a language learning goal up front. Like Duolingo now? The way they are set up is really amazing. Their onboarding, very awesome. Like, because of Duolingo app, I had to go and follow their product manager. Because very, very interesting that you would enjoy the process. From the questions to the interactions to the way you are even seeing everything. And it is very personalized. Not the regular onboarding process for other apps. Then you have to set up your activation metrics tracking. Define your aha moments. Aha moment is when users will realize product value. Example for Zoom, it's when users successfully host their first meeting. That's the aha moment because they have finally done the most important thing they want to do on their app. For Dive Africa now, while you are here, our aha moment is when you finish up with these courses and you go out. It's not, you don't necessarily even have to go out there. You're able to put all of these things we've taught you into practice, and you do an awesome capstone project. It's our aha moment for us because we know that, oh, all these weeks we've been learning, it is not wasted. You've learned so much that you can actually do your capstone project effectively. And if you can do your capstone project effectively, that means you can handle any product out there. So how do you set up your activations? You use tools like Hotjar or Full Story to analyze your onboarding drop-off rate. So these are tools you can use to know how people are dropping off. But instead of this, you can just use Mixpanel because Mixpanel has everything, or Google Analytics, so you don't have to be breaking intervals. They measure time to value, how long users complete their first key action. Yeah, if a user sign up on your products, how many days is it taking for them to purchase an item? Are they purchasing the item immediately, or it's taking them 3 weeks before they can purchase an item? You need to measure time to value. For every user you get, what are the time to value you want to get for that user? How long? Or some people even download the app, they will not use it. You're saying that you have, for example, 15 downloads. How many people are doing the meetings? Let's say like Zoom now. How many people are creating a meetings after 15 downloads? So this is what measure time to value is all about. 9 o'clock. Let me see first if it's something. No, we'll still have to finish. We'll finish up our class on Tuesday. We are on referral, right? Oh no, we're on retention. Should we push this till Saturday, or I should round it up? Yeah, I like feedback, oh, so that I will not be talking and you people will not understand anything. Should we push it till Tuesday, or I should finish up this? Go ahead, please, Mary.
Yes, please. Can we push it to Tuesday? I don't have lights where I'm staying, and I've been using my phone battery very low. Our light has spoiled, so I'm really managing my phone battery, and it has
Oh,
run down right now. Please.
okay. Tuesday. Any other person? We try to carry the vote actually. Don't worry, I will not just take Mary response just like that. Majority carries the vote. So should we leave it for Tuesday? Thumbs up if you want us to leave it till Tuesday to finish up. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We'll just have to push it till Tuesday. But so far, when are you guys supposed to finish this program? This is week 6, an 8 weeks program. When are you supposed to round up? You people don't know. It's fine, I understand. Okay. So any question, and I hope you guys are really understanding this whole thing. Hey, when I don't see interaction like this, me, I'm always scared. I just feel like all of you have gone to bed.
We are here. Oh, the class is interesting.
Atisa. Okay.
Sorry, it was a mistake.
Okay.
I'm actually trying. I'm understanding, but the capstone has not been easy actually. But then
Um,
I'm trying.
how's your capstone project going? Like, let me know what are the plans for you guys.
It has not been easy. I guess it's because of the short time that we actually have. Because I don't know, should I say the topic was given to us on Tuesday and we have to submit? They told us to submit today, but now it has been shifted. Ms. Damnola begged on our behalf that it should be shifted to Monday. But then,
For your
even
capstone
though,
project.
yes, before the boot
That's less
camp,
than 1 week.
yes, that's less than
Ah,
1 week.
that's too short now.
It's too short. That was what I was
It's
even.
actually
I
short.
also told them that thing. Sometimes they're
But
giving
I
us
guess it's because,
assignments to do for a week, and now project less than a week.
Projects cannot be no, 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 no.
It's not correlating at all.
Ah, no, at all. Even me, I'm not even in support of that at all.
I guess
I'm
it's
going,
because it's capstone, not boot camp. I don't know. Because they said the boot camp is after the capstone. The capstone will actually will, if we qualify for the capstone, then we'll proceed to boot camp or something. That's
no,
why.
that does not matter. That does not matter. Capstone project, you have to. That's more like compilation of all of these things we are teaching you guys. Oh, no, that
Yes, it
that time is
contains
too short.
everything.
It's too short. I'm going to talk to Chris about it. We still have one more topic to discuss after this, which is that one is focused on how to collaborate with designers. Yeah, so I think that period they can also include that week for you guys. I'm going to talk to Chris and then by Tuesday, I will give you guys feedback on whatever we discuss for your capstone project.
And please, I have a question to ask as regarding the capstone project too.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yes, there is, that's for my own. I don't know about the projects for others, but like for my own is group two. And under the key deliverables, there's an aspect that says product design, A/B testing, stakeholder management. So the A/B testing, product stakeholder management and all is even, but product design, are they expecting us to draft a prototype of what the product would be? Are we like, or what exactly are we to, because I don't think we touched any topic that handled that aspect, or is it just to describe, okay, the product will have such and such interface, will be like this, like that? What exactly are they expecting? I don't know. I don't know whether you people are the ones that drafted the assignments, I mean the capstones, but what's that's just my question. What are they expecting from us under product design?
Okay, so like I said, next week topic, that's week 7 topic, will be on it will be on um sorry it will be on this product managers collaborating with designers. So that is where you can actually get solution to this question you asked me. It's not like you are designing the interface. You only come up with low fidelity wireframes. And I'm sure that when we talk about that in week 7, that will be properly explained and you would understand and know how to do. That's why I'm also saying that the time duration they gave you guys it is too short. So there's some certain things you have not learned. So how do you want to implement it? So I'm going to talk to Chris and give talk to Chris, then talk to Dami, and Dami will give you guys feedback before Tuesday. Is that fine, Chinere? Go ahead, please. Go ahead. What's the question? Chinere.
No, that was a mistake. I wanted to mute and sorry.
Okay, but do you understand the response now? Like, am I able to answer your question?
Yes, yes. From I understand. I asked also because some of my group members we were talking and trying to understand that aspect. Some people might have knowledge of design, maybe
Yes, if
on
you
the
have
most
knowledge
part
of
and all,
design,
but
you guys can
yeah,
proceed.
some of us might have, but I just felt like throwing it out because there are some
For
aspects we
others.
hadn't covered and you've responded well. So we'll just wait for your feedback. Thank you.
All right, that's fine. Hi, Tyro. Good evening. Go ahead, please. Your question. Your hand is raised.
Hi, good evening. Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
your teaching. It was very insightful. In fact, I enjoyed listening to your voice. We could just continue to talk. Please,
Thank
are we saying that we're not going to submit this project? Because I'm saying 22nd, and I think that's today. Are you saying we
uh
should still hold on?
yes, you have to. I'll talk to Chris because in your capstone project you have to create wireframes, and that has not been taught. It's your week seven. Um, it's your week seven course, right? So how do you want to implement it when you have not been taught? Yeah, I
Hmm.
understand that you can also go out there to get knowledge, but some people would keep that one as an excuse and say, oh, they did not teach them, and then they will not do it. So once it's being taught, nobody can come up with an excuse of they were not taught. Do you understand?
Exactly.
You talk to
Yes.
Chris and Dami, then they will pass the information to you guys on your new submission date before Tuesday. Actually, drop off. Okay. So before that, any other question from anybody? Any question? Okay. I think we are good, right? Can you please talk to them tonight? Okay, I'll drop them the message this night, right after this message, right after this call. Okay.
Funmilayo,
Yes, please.
sorry, just a quick one. At what point do we learn how to use some of these tools, like this Jira, Trello, and the rest?
Oh,
Because product management, is a nice course and it's very, very broad. A lot of these, terminologies, we just be hearing it. It sounds very, abstract. Understand? And me, I'm a very photographic learner, so I would like to be seeing all of these things, incorporated in the course now that. So, at what point do we get to probably learn how to use those tools and all that? Okay.
okay. So let me tell you why we did not go in depth in explaining all of these tools to you. Every organizations are different. You think you know all of this Jira knowledge? You can go to some organizations. It's simple Excel that they are using to track their progress. They'll tell you they don't want Jira, that the English is too much. Like when the first job I got, I told them that, oh, you are not using Jira, you're not using Cello. I still was like, please, 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 please. He does not want all those things. When I show him how to do it, it's like, let's, as far as Excel is giving us what we want, let's stick to it. Do you understand? So that's why we didn't really go deep into explaining all of this too, because honestly, it depends on what your organization is using. Fine, if you go to another organization now that they are using Jira, then you can go on YouTube how to use Jira. There are so much resources there. The most important thing is how to implement product management in your organization. It's not by the tools. And these tools, they are all using this PLG framework that I just taught, that you can onboard easily. You can use all of these tools easily, that you don't even need somebody to teach you. Do you understand my point, Stephen? So these tools should not even be a problem for you at all. They are tools, especially Jira, even Mixpanel. As you're onboarding, they're telling you what to do, how you should do it, what you should press, this, that. You don't even need anybody to teach you how to do it. Do you understand? The
Okay.
most important thing is
Yes,
to be able
yes.
to implement all of this knowledge in a real world scenario.
It's fine. Understood.
Don't allow all these tools to just make you all these, they're just plenty, and all of them are doing the same work. You can, whatever you're doing on Jira, those tracking of your progress. Excel has even gone far. Like Excel spreadsheet is not like the regular Excel spreadsheet we know again. They've done an advanced product feature such that you can do a lot of things there. You don't even have to go to Jira to do something. So there are simpler tools you can even use to do all these things. So don't be scared about all these tools, okay? Any
All
other
right, no
question?
problem. Thank
All
you.
right, you're welcome. Okay, I think we can wrap it up and call it a night. Right, guys? Can I get an emoji? Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining, and I am still impressed with the numbers that I am seeing here. Somebody is raising their hand. Oh, I'm still impressed with the numbers. Like, it's obvious you guys are getting so much value. Don't forget to put yourself out there on LinkedIn, on Instagram, even on your WhatsApp status. Me, I will continue to preach it. Please put yourself out there. There's only somebody that know that you are doing something that will recommend you for jobs. Don't forget to put yourself out there. Talk about what you are learning. Tag, you can tag me, self. I can help you to do that LinkedIn package of, oh, thank you. I can help you to do all those package. The most important thing is please put yourself out there. Don't learn in silence. So yeah, good night, everybody. That is my own tech talk for today. See you all on Tuesday. Bye, guys.
Bye, Miss Funmilayo. Take care of
Bye.
yourself.
Bye, Miss Funmilayo. Thank you so much. Take care of
All right.
yourself.
Thank you.
Good evening. Sorry, please. Does anybody know Miss Funmilayo full name? So I can follow her on LinkedIn.